Republican Representative Bryan Steil of Wisconsin went to a town hall and got blasted by his constituents. And even before the passage of the one big, beautiful bullshit booty bill, Mike Johnson was instructing his other Republican, I guess, his other Republican representatives to not do town halls because he knows that they are going to be getting an earful from their people, and he's trying to, I guess, I don't know, protect them a little bit from it. But there are some that still want to go to these town halls. Here is Bryan Steil, and boy, his people are not happy.
Right of free speech. What do you have to say about that, Bryan Steil?
I have to say, shut up.
2 million.
Wow. That wasn't Bryan Steil that said that I have to say shut up. That was the moderator that was there. I think he's got like a sign in front of him, but that's the way to speak to your constituents. Yeah, man. I say shut up when you ask an absolutely legitimate question. Whoa. That's him. That's the guy who said it. Tim Bremmel, moderator, radio host, WCLO, Janesville. Fuck you, you bastard. I know Republicans would be going, oh, look at this liberal with Trump derangement syndrome. Oh, he's a bleeding heart. His heart is bleeding for all of those, those animals out there in Gaza. Who cares if they're starving? God, you guys are just such liberals. You cry all the time.
All right, we're a little bit over. I'm told we can take one more. So Nancy Frank from Elkhorn.
Yeah, by the way, he didn't stay there very long because he was, he wasn't having a lot of fun. Even though he's got his jacket off and he's looking like a man of the people there, he's basically just telling them, hey, I vote the way I vote and y'all can just, suck a dick.
Bring us home, Nancy.
I want to have you address the question that was shouted about the starving children.
By the way, she is doing something that, most press reporters have seemed to have forgotten. When somebody asks a question and then the question is ignored and you move on, the next reporter should get up there and go, I'd like an answer to that question that the previous reporter asked. But, they don't do that anymore. But here we have a constituent actually doing that. I want to hear an answer to that question that you just ignored.
In Gaza, but also the
Let the woman get her question.
But also the hungry children in Wisconsin due to SNAP and food bank cuts.
To the first question that you asked, which relates to the challenges that we've seen between Hamas and Israel. To me, the easy answer to address this crisis is for Hamas to surrender and release the hostages.
God damn it, man. How many times have I said it? Hamas has written in writing, we will drop our weapons. We will release the hostages. We will leave Gaza if you promise not to reoccupy the Strip. Israel told them to fuck off. They've done it several times. Israel is the one that keeps walking away from the table. And this audience, they know that.
That ends the war tonight. Israel was unfairly, unjustly attacked. Their civilians were killed and kidnapped by Hamas terrorists. Israel has a right to defend itself.
Oh, God.
Can we please let her hear her answer?
I never saw Ukraine.
The gentlewoman has a right to hear the answer.
It's genocide. You believe in genocide?
Yes, he does. He's cool with it.
Do something about
So we may disagree with this, and that's fine.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming tonight.
So
We're going to close it off here because there's no point in continuing.
Oh, I think that there is a point. I think he can give better than a boilerplate answer of Israel has a right to defend itself. That is the same thing that they have been saying for the last 22 fucking months. I guess she's not going to get the answer to why, what about the starving kids in Wisconsin who had their SNAP and food stamps cut? I guess she's not going to get that answer because he walks off stage.
Let me like this. I just, as it relates to your question, I'm of the view that Israel has a right to defend itself.
Yet again.
The easy and simplest way to end this horrific war is for Hamas to surrender and release their hostages. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Doesn't mean that everyone fully agreed with me. I know there's a lot of people that did agree with me. I thank you down here. As well. And look forward to seeing everybody again soon. Everybody have an absolutely wonderful night.
Oh, bye-bye. It was great. I had a good time. Can I get out of here any fucking faster? Yeah, agreed. That was horrible. Just another feckless representative who doesn't give two shits about you, starving kids in Gaza, or hungry kids in Wisconsin. He does not care. And I guarantee you, that will be the last town hall that he does. Oh, my God. The tired ass talking point over and over and over again. Israel has a right to defend itself, and if Hamas lays down their arms and releases the hostages, then what? Then what? Bibi's already going to invade Gaza. He's already got his troops surrounding the area. They're going to come in. They're going to reoccupy the place. And that's if those hostages are still alive. I mean, think about the amount of starvation that's going on in Gaza right now. Who's to say that, obviously, those hostages, those 20 remaining hostages, because they've released the majority of them, but those 20 remaining hostages, they're going to be just as skinny and malnourished as everybody else in Gaza. But yeah, man, they just need to, release the hostages and leave. Well, they made that deal. It's like, please let us do that. And the main negotiator for Hamas for the release of these hostages, Bibi Netanyahu assassinated him when he was in Iran a couple of months ago. They don't want a deal. They want Hamas there. If Hamas is there, then they have a boogeyman and they continue to do their ethnic cleansing genocide routine. They want that area back. And Donald Trump has said, no problem. Enjoy yourself. Just make sure you leave a little space for a Trump hotel. Anyway, yet again, another weak, feckless Republican representative who has no answers for you on any of your questions. The answers that he has are the same tired ones that they say over and over again. If you ask them about the Medicaid cuts, they'll say, young men of, able-bodied men of working age are absorbing all of the Medicaid, and the food stamp cuts, well, we've got to cut it to save it, to make sure that the right people get that. And we've got plenty of little hoops for them to jump through that they won't be able to jump through. And then eventually it'll just get cut on its own through attrition. And those people will just kind of fall off. I guess they'll just evaporate into thin air. Every question that you ask, you're guaranteed to get a fucking bullshit answer. I don't know why any of these guys do the town halls to begin with, because they never answer truthfully. None of them. None of these guys do. Donald Trump wanted that bill signed by July 4th. They all fucking signed it. They're all weak little bitches. None of them have opinions of their own, even though you elected them to represent your district. He has got one representative that one constituent that he cares about, and his name is Donald Trump. Everybody else, y'all can go kick rocks. I have got nothing for you. I'm getting paid by AIPAC, and my daddy told me that we need to cut Medicaid and support Israel because they have a right to defend themselves. Anyway, good on those people for giving him hell. He needs to feel that. That is the kind of pressure that these politicians need. They need to be yelled at. They need to know the cost of their actions and their decisions, because it's all bad, folks. It's all bad. Whether it's the bill, Gaza, ICE, foreign wars, inflation, tariffs, none of it is good. But, Israel has a right to defend itself. Is that what we're seeing? Is that what this looks like? Defense? Or does this look like a fucking genocide? Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like and subscribe. Keep rocking.